Shai Hope here, captain of the West Indies ODI team, and he'll be taking questions. Who wants to go first?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, Shai, you're home in Barbados, familiar ground, the Kensington Oval. Just talk to us a bit ahead of the series decider here tomorrow.
Well, you just said it. It's a series decider. Biggest game of the series. Unfortunately, we conceded last game, but yeah, it's a great occasion for us. We understand that we've got a lot in front of us, and we understand that we got to play good cricket to get over this England team.
You mentioned playing good cricket. We have seen some good performances from the West Indies so far this season, this series, I beg your pardon. Yourself scoring that 100 in the last game. How important is it for us to build on these performances?
Like I always preach, I'm going to continue preaching it as well, is consistency. In order to consider us a great team or elite team, we've got to be consistent. We've got to string performances together. It can't always be a one game or 2 games in a series. We've got to make sure we seal it. We've got to play good cricket all the way through, understanding that we understand all the conditions, the times of the game that we're supposed to be pressing, the times supposed to relax, all those things. But yeah, we got to be more consistent, disciplined with our skills, and then ensure that when we get those crucial moments of the game, we grasp them.
Shai, you had a look at the square. What type of surface you expect to see tomorrow?
Well, to be fair, I never really know what we're going to get sometimes here in the Caribbean. So just about assessing as soon as we get out there, whether we're bowling or batting first. But it looks like it has a bit of moisture currently. But again, there's still some time before we can really truly assess the conditions.
All right, Shai, I was always be feeling within the squad going into that. For you guys, it's a special occasion. But all the squad going into this mentally.
Yeah, we're always mentally ready. I just think that over the last few years, well, I would say more so recent months, we've been playing some really good cricket. We've had our ups and downs, yes, but you can definitely see some improvements in different stages in the game. I think for us, we got to ensure that we always have that positive mindset, regardless of what we do in the field. Believe in our skills, understand we're doing everything outside on the outside to ensure that we have all the capable assets to go out there and perform for West Indies. But yeah, the feeling is always good. The guys are raring and ready to go. I think that we understand what's at stake, and series decided, so it's a final for us tomorrow.
So what do you think then you must do then to snatch that victory tomorrow?
Play good cricket.
Is it anything special, meaningful, that you're equal with Desmond Haynes? I mean, he was the standard before the standard was broken. Does it mean anything that you're equal with the greatest Barbadian ODI player?
Still find it strange that everyone always asks me about personal achievements, but it's really not a big thing for me. The thing for me is just trying to win games. Yes, the history, you have to respect history, understand they've been around and doing great things for years, but if I'm scoring centuries and we're not winning, it really doesn't feel like anything for me. So yes, it's a great achievement, but I want it to contribute to wins.
Another personal question. When you started in Zimbabwe, did you think that you would get 17 centuries so quickly? I mean, the jury was out when you started as to whether or not you were the right man at the time. You've proven that beyond the shadow of a doubt. You're now a legend of the format. As a youngster back in Zimbabwe, did you think that you'd get there so quickly? Did you think 17 was a landmark?
It wasn't something I thought about at all. Like I said, I just want to win games. And personally, if I get those big scores, is a plus. It's something that people like to talk about. It's not one in my forefront, but I think, when you go in the bar and you sit down with your friends, people like to talk about those things. But yeah, I wasn't really thinking about scoring 17 or 20 hundreds for West Indies in either format. But it's something that I'm blessed to be doing. I'm getting to play the sport that I love. I always wanted to play for West Indies, and growing up, watching all the legends play, just replicating some of the things that they've been doing is a special thing for me. But yeah, as long as we're winning, I'm more focused on the wins rather than centuries.
And I know you are watching the Super 50 because it's on at the same time. Is it a blessing or is it a curse that you can't dip into the pool back there? Someone like a Graves who's set the world on fire literally in that tournament. Is that the type of quality that you would like to have here, or are you just happy to see other people playing well and knocking down the door?
That's what you need. You need to see that same consistency that I'm talking about. When you go back, especially someone with his experience, he's played international cricket already. someone who's had that taste in international level, he needs to go back into regional level and show what he has played international and show what he's supposed to be above the rest. So it's great. It's pleasing to see. I'm very happy to see him scoring runs, and I just hope that most of the other guys back in regional cricket could you know, raise the standard a bit and obviously push themselves here in this level. Obviously, you want to see that competitiveness around the region, performances here and there out. So I just think with Justin, the way how he's batting, I hope that he can continue showing the world why he's such a class player.
Shai, your thoughts on this England team? I know the English media has touted it as a bit inexperienced. A number of players in their debut series playing against the West Indies. Just your personal impressions of this England team.
It's tough to say because a lot of times we tend to misinterpret the word experience. Experience, sometimes we talk about it being 100+ games or 200+ games, but experience is just being able to adapt to things quickly, because a guy can play 5 or 6 games and be more experienced than the guy who's played 100. It's just the way how he's learning on the job, how he's adapting to different situations that he's placed in. But yeah, I thought that they're a young team, they're very inexperienced in a sense, but good cricket is good cricket nevertheless. You see Joel Andrew, for example, he's batting as though he's been playing for a long time. He hasn't batted yet in international stage, but he's showing that he's capable of performing at this level. So that proves my point in a sense. It's not always about playing a million games. You just have to have that fight, that belief. And when you play good cricket on the day, or better than the opposition, you win.
You mentioned Joel Andrew. Any chance we could see him tomorrow?
Wait and see.
One final one for me, Shai. West Indies women are playing Test cricket again. I know that's not something that you probably slept on, but they haven't played a Test match since 2004, 20 years ago, and I know they did really well in the World Cup in Dubai the other day. Now, what, in your opinion, as someone, we're a leading cricketer, someone who has an opinion on things in world cricket, what does that mean for you? Do you think that it's a step in the right direction? And what are your thoughts on women's Test cricket coming back?
It's always a great step in the right direction. Anytime you get opportunities to excel and improve, I think it's going to be great for the women's game. Anytime you play in a longer format, it tests your skills in a different way, and you can always use those learnings from that particular format into the other formats. So I think it's a great step in the right direction, and I wish them all the best.
And to Haley, what was your message? Do you think she can get 2 centuries in a Test match and win it against England?
Answer that next time in. When you see it.
I have one final question as well. Of course, West Indies and England, there's lots of history. We know the history. So when you come to Barbados to play games with these, how does the team carry that history with them from years gone by? Because we talked about legend. How does the team carry that history with them in these games?
Yeah, you have an understanding of the history, but the past is the past nevertheless, because you got to go out there and play what's in front of you. You got to stay in the present, yes, but we know what we're playing for. We know the amount of history that there is in our rivalry. But yeah, it's not something that we let get the better of us, but it's something that we do have in the back of our minds as well. Cheers. Good?
Thanks a lot, Shai,
Cool.
man.
Yeah.
All the best, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.